Hello friends, today I will talk about neuroendocrinology control of the menstrual cycle, where I will discuss various hormonal feedback mechanisms that affect the secretion of gonadotropins and the hormonal changes in all phases of the menstrual cycle. First, in short, about the negative and positive feedback systems. Negative feedback produced by estrogen, progesterone and inhibins, and the positive feedback by estrogen, progesterone, inhibin A, mechanisms which I will talk further. So, negative feedback of estrogen by acting on hypothalamus through the KNDy neurons. These are KNDy neurons, which are specialized neurons in the hypothalamus that express estrogen receptors, which forms the upstream control. It produces negative effect on the GnRH pulse amplitude, which results in decreasing the FSH synthesis and secretion. The estrogen also has a negative feedback on pituitary gonadotropes, due to which there is a reduction in both the FSH and LH synthesis and secretion, but effect is pronounced more on the FSH. Next is the negative feedback due to progesterone, which again is through the KNDy neurons, but this feedback is only possible if the hypothalamus is primed with estrogen. This leads to a negative feedback on GnRH pulse frequency, resulting in a negative feedback on LH, and finally a negative feedback. The negative feedback due to inhibins, basically more by inhibin B, which has a negative feedback at the pituitary and reduces the FSH synthesis and secretion. Positive feedback, as I have already told, is due to estrogen, progesterone and inhibin A, and also kisspeptin, which is released in the hypothalamus due to stimulation of the KNDy neurons. The positive feedback of estrogen is on the pituitary gonadotropes. High levels of estradiol and activin increase the GnRH receptors on the pituitary gonadotropes, which augments the pituitary response to GnRH. The positive feedback of progesterone is on the hypothalamus through the KNDy neurons, which result in a negative effect on the GnRH pulse frequency, leading to a reduction in the LH frequency. And the positive feedback of progesterone on the pituitary gonadotropes is through direct action by increasing the LH pulse amplitude and by increasing the pituitary LH responses to GnRH. And it also has an indirect action by slowing of the GnRH pulse associated with increasing LH pulse amplitude. The positive feedback by inhibin A is by increasing the GnRH receptors on the gonadotropes, and same mechanism is for estradiol. But the effect of inhibin A on LH positive cells is greater than that of estradiol. Shortly we will now discuss the phases of menstrual cycle and the changes in its hormonal milieu. In the early follicular phase, GnRH pulses occurs at the interval of 90 minutes, which helps in rising FSH and inhibin B. But in the mid-follicular phase, when there is selection of the dominant follicle, FSH starts decreasing and estradiol starts rising. The LH amplitude is reduced due to negative feedback of estradiol from the dominant follicle on the amplitude of GnRH pulses. In the late follicular phase, frequency of GnRH pulses is high, that is at the interval of 60 minutes, when there is a fall in FSH. Inhibin B and rise in estradiol, inhibin A, secreted from the dominant follicle and rising progesterone with LH pulse amplitude increasing. The LH pulse amplitude is increased due to stimulatory effects of rising estradiol and inhibin A on gonadotrop responsiveness to GnRH, and progesterone augments the LH pulse amplitude by increasing the gonadotrop responsiveness. In the mid-cycle surge, FSH-LH rise exponentially along with rising estradiol, inhibin A and progesterone. This occurs due to increased gonadotrop sensitivity to GnRH. After the mid-cycle surge, in the luteal phase, there is slowing of the GnRH pulses and falling FSH, but estradiol, inhibin A, progesterone and LH will rise. This slowing of GnRH pulses is due to the negative feedback of progesterone. And finally, in the luteofollicular transition, when the pulsatility of GnRH starts rising again, this leads to increasing FSH inhibin B, resulting in new cohort of follicles recruiting for the next menstrual cycle. Here there is a fall in estradiol, inhibin A, progesterone and LH, and commencement of menses. This increasing FSH is due to the removal of estradiol negative feedback, and increasing GnRH pulse frequency is essential for the rise of FSH. Thank you.